Greetings! I'm Nicholas Joseph Rosales, and happy anniversary! This is the 100th session of Enunciation Perfection, and it seems like just yesterday I was stumbling over words, tripping inside my own mouth. Yet here we are today, celebrating real, measurable progress. Perhaps the improvements aren't immediately obvious to everyone, so allow me to highlight a few key ones. Over these mini sessions, days, slideshows, documents, and presentations, I remain fully committed to enunciating clearly and deliberately. The entire purpose has been to serve as your consistent practice partner or best friend, someone you can join from home alongside me speaking to build a stronger, more efficient communication skills in every interaction. I'm honestly a little shocked that I have maintained this daily commitment for over 3 months, and yes, I've stayed completely sober from drugs throughout the entire journey. To be clear, sober refers to substances. I do occasionally enjoy a drink here and there for special occasions, like yesterday and New Year's. Twice. Speaking of which, New Year's and just last night at the Morongo Casino and Resort, I had a lot of fun. So much fun that I had 3 drinks there. I had ordered a liquid cocaine, the drink. I like to be very specific whenever I say sobriety and drinks, because I don't want people to think I'm a big old hypocrite if they're out there and they see me having a drink or two. I'm over 21. I'm allowed to have a drink or two whenever I please, whenever I like. Drinking was never my problem. I used to abuse drugs a lot. I used to use drugs a lot, and I don't anymore. Now I am completely sober from drugs. So that's what I mean whenever I say sobriety or sober. I'm referring to drugs. Drinks are, what the hell's that? Vitamins are stronger than some drinks. But anyways. Speaking of which, New Year's and just last night at the Morongo Casino were fun. I had 3 drinks. I ordered a liquid cocaine, but none of the bars seemed to have the full ingredients of those drinks. So I had to ask them to improvise. And so the first bartender gave me something he called a mind eraser. It was good. It was delicious. I drank it. It was fun. And then now I can't remember the name of the next drink I had. But it had something to do with acid. The next bartender gave me something to do with acid, a drink that had something to do with acid, and I added a Jägermeister shot to that. Oh, shout out to Billy, the bartender. Thanks, Billy. Those drinks were pretty good. I was happy and a little buzzed. And in the restrooms at Morongo, I had these little tiny Fireball bottles in my bag that I would chug in the restroom every now and then. But it was fun. I had a great time. We won, we lost. Well, we went home. My mom won, but we went home, of course, with a little bit of money. But we still had fun overall. It was exciting, fun, something different, and I hadn't experienced a casino sober, and I did yesterday, and it was fun. Except for I was having a few drinks, but that's okay, right? I'm allowed to. I'm a full-blown adult. Oh, and by the way, I got my blood results back, you guys. My blood report came back totally clear. I have no HIV, I have no HIV, no bad diseases, nothing like that. The only problem I have is that I have low vitamin D. And also, so they prescribed me some vitamin D, and some vitamin K, and also some magnesium, which is basically the best results you could get. I just need to go outside a little more, because the vitamin D3 is the sun exposure that we get when we go outside in the sun. So basically I'm inside a lot, and I need to go outside more often and get more sun. But if I don't do that, I have these supplements that I'm taking now. Now I have these backup vitamin D3 that's I'm taking as a supplement, and magnesium and vitamin K. And so it's pretty cool to realize that after all this time, I still don't have the HIV. Not that it's bad that if you guys have the HIV, but I remember for a while there, my ex was like trying to tell other people. So one of my exes was trying to tell other people that I did have the HIV, and I don't have the HIV. But I mean, I don't really care what people think anyways, and I don't even care if you have the HIV. To be honest with you, I don't have the HIV, and I've had 3 boyfriends that had 3 fucking different separate lovers that had it, which is very fucking amazing that I didn't catch it. But even though I wasn't a bottom, you know, but it's pretty amazing. So that's pretty exciting. I felt like I passed the fucking test. Like I was like, yeah, I won or whatever. So I was like winning the lottery software there. And not that I have a problem with anybody who has it, because it's unfortunate, but people do get it. A lot of people get HIV different ways, you know. I don't have it, and I'm so happy. But I'm not hating on you, or I will not turn you down if you do have it. I mean, I've been with 3 different people who've had it, and yes, it could be dangerous for my health, but it is not. I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm celibate right now, anyways. So that's a different thing too. Another aspect of my life is that I'm celibate, and I'm practicing this throughout a long time. It's been 3 months and haven't even masturbated in a long time. And that is my phone ringing again, like it always does during a session. I don't know why, but I'm not going to answer it. Okay, let's see. Last night was a blast, but today is even better as I reflect on 100 sessions filled with pure fun, genuine self-improvement, and most importantly, actionable steps that turn ideas into reality. Ooh, yeah. To continue with the improvements, if you compare session 1 to this milestone video, you'll notice I've upgraded to CyberLink editing software. That is why this looks like I'm in a press conference and you guys have all these microphones and none of them are moving. I'm the one moving because I want to, you know, hit every single one of them. Just kidding. But I've upgraded to CyberLink editing software, so that's one improvement. Now I can have little features like this, like the microphones, and there's a hot air balloon one, and there's also a newspaper looking one, and they're pretty interesting. It's better than looking at just plain old me, right? It adds a little bit of something to my videos, and that is what I need sometimes, because sometimes you don't want to watch boring little me fucking just... Huh? Hello? Can you call me on my cell phone? Yeah, I'm on the 100th episode. I'm doing it right now. So that was great. He's on the cameras, like God, he's on the 100th episode. Oh, woo, yeah, he's celebrating right here with me, alongside me. I think he's a little proud of me too, but he doesn't like to say so. But I am actually very proud of this. I've done this for 100 freaking sessions alongside you guys, hoping that this will help you guys and help myself at the very least, so it is never going to be in vain. I'm actually taking these actionable steps every single time, and I'm going to actually go over them with you shortly, of how to make all my ideas that I came across, and I explained to you guys how to make them happen and how to turn them into reality, little by little by little. Each actionable step is going to lead me to my destination and my goal. And you guys get to be a part of that. Thank you for being part of this journey. It represents true work, dedication, and the pursuit of my dream, making the world more efficient, connected, and articulate place, one perfectly pronounced syllable at a time. Here's to many more sessions together. So, as I was saying, I wanted to go over some things with you guys. As over these 100 sessions, you guys have gotten to know me. You guys have gotten to know the monotone version of me. You guys have gotten to know me in ways that I just, you know, am right there explaining to you something, and you guys get to notice the little quirky goofs in my attitude or personality, and you guys get a sense of me, you know, and that's pretty interesting, because I'm just trying to help us speak better and clearly and more efficiently, so the whole world could eventually speak and understand each other in a more efficient manner. Because if we all understood each other, if we all did our part to actually speak correctly and get our point across, and we all are confident about doing so, the world will run more efficiently, and we all will be on the same page. So let me go over some of the ideas that we've discussed in the past, and let me actually show you some of the results. Actually, this tie right here is a prototype to one of my short ties. I wore it yesterday too, but I'm quite proud of it. It is the first tie that I made from scratch. And usually I print them out as props. But this is actually snake skin leather. And I'm quite proud of it. I wore it yesterday to Morongo. I was like, woo, woo. I was doing the snake. I don't even know what the fucking snake is, but I was fucking just, you know, excited about it. Otherwise, I would have printed these out and wore these. So let me go over some of the sessions in the past. Okay, so last time we were talking about actionable steps to making my vitality roller happen. And the vitality roller was a device that is going to like actually microneedle your whole body before you get in the tub. Or on separate days, you're going to be doing the whole Ambrosia 2.0 regimen, and you are going to be soaking yourself in a tub, but you are also going to be microneedling your whole device. And I have almost my first prototype, even though it's not correctly done yet. It's not finished, but I'm going to show you guys anyways. It's a cheap little trinket, but I'm going to show you guys anyways the idea behind it. I bought this off-name brand. I bought this little roller. It was a lint roller. I bought it from the Dollar Tree. And this is a piece of toilet paper roll. Now I'm going to put this on there. I took the roller, the other thing off of it. I'm going to put the toilet paper roller thing on it, and I'm going to fit it in here securely. I'm going to paint this handle, and I bought it, so I own it, so I can redistribute it. I own the property. It's my property now. What are you going to say? I can fucking do whatever I want with it, right? I mean, right. So I am going to refurbish this, and turn this into a microneedling device. Because it spins and it's so fucking convenient, and it's going to be able to do what I want it to do. Roll all over your body with micro needles. And then I want you guys to soak in my Ambrosia 2.0 regimen. My bubble bath elixir. That is going to be another penetratable way of getting the ingredients inside of your system. Okay? And remember I told you guys I want to be drowning you guys with my Ambrosia products. Another prototype that I came across the other day, I was explaining to you this, what this is my first prototype for my head art stencil. My head art stencils are, it's going to be eventually a cap, and I'm going to go buy a silicone swimmer's cap, and I'm going to actually carve these little precision holes in them, and use this as a stencil for that. And from there, I'm going to stick that cap across my head, and see if it is a proper material to stay sturdy on my head, put it on there, and if it will actually keep the zebra stripes intact so that the barbershop can actually get my razor pen. Where the fuck is it? Why isn't it here? Oh, it's right here. So that the barbers can actually get this razor. This is actually something I ordered on Amazon actually. This is a precision engraving pen for the hair. Okay, now my barber didn't want to do this, and I discussed this last time, but that's okay, because my prototype is still in the beginning stages of these making, but I am taking actionable steps to each and every idea. Remember, I told you that. That is how you make something in the beginning. That is how you start something from the beginning to the end. And since you are overlooking all this, which I am overlooking all of my ideas, and I am creating all of my ideas little by little by little, I will know fully and completely all the aspects of creating that device, or creating the product. And since I know all this, I will be the best person to be able to market it, to do everything surrounding this product. Okay, I'll be the best, your best bet for marketing it, your best bet for advertising it, and your best bet for selling the product, because I fucking created it from the ground up with all of my mistakes intact. So this didn't work out. So this is prototype fail number 1. So then I'm going to improve what needs to be improved, and now that I got some actionable, actually good feedback from my barber, and he was basically, no, I'm not going to do it, I'm too scared, whatever. So I know that this isn't very pleasing to the barber's eye. That's good feedback. Thank you, barber. This is Shirley. I'm just kidding. This is actually good feedback, because now I know to come back to fucking the lab and work on it a little bit more, and design it in a way that the barber will be more, in tune to wanting to work on this idea with me, to wanting to do it, instead of being reluctant to do it. The barber will want to actually get into there and try it out, instead of being all scared and pussy-like. No offense, barber, I like you, you're cool. But that was fucking just a little heartbreaking, but I'm okay with it. I like the feedback either way. I'm a man, I have balls. It doesn't matter. I could take fucking constructive criticism. I could take that you don't want to do it. I could take it all. Believe me, I appreciate that shit. And now I'm working on a better version of it. So don't ever let stuff like that stop you guys, okay? It wasn't a bad thing, it was a great thing. And I am grateful that my barber said, no, it's not going to work out, basically. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to try this. Because now I know that, okay, well, if you don't want to try it, well, it makes other people are going to want to try it. What's going to make other people want to try my little prototypes? And that's from the barber's perspective. And that's the perspective I need. Because I'm going to be marketing my idea to barbers around the world. That's the demographic for that particular item, that particular product. So it's very, very, very good feedback, and I'm very grateful for it. So now I'm gonna go out there and if I can reconfigure it to a barber's liking, and actually a functional product. As my barber was actually too skeptical about doing these freehand as well. And I figure we can practice together. He may not know it right now, but we're probably partners on this. He may not know it right now, but his feedback means a lot to me. He might not know it right now, but he is learning as well. And that is something that is very, very, very unique whenever you're creating something from the ground up. It is something very, very helpful. It is something very, very important. Your whole presentation aspect of the whole thing that you're doing, that is very important, because now that I know this, next time I go in there, I'm going to give him another task and see if he'll do it. And maybe my presentation will be a little better. And maybe somebody else will see it. Maybe one of the other barbers will be like, oh, let me try that. And maybe that will get the ball rolling on my whole idea. Maybe they'll want to try to work with me and want to try to make something that will work, for sure, will work when engraving designs in my head. Precise designs, not free-handed designs. Even though freehand's cool sometimes, precision designs are what people want, because they want to go into the barber and say, look, this is what I want in my hair, do it. And the barber can say, yeah, no problem, I have the fucking stencil right here, put on the hat, let's do it, come on, let's go, come on. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be, that is what I want to happen. I want to say, look, give me this design, here's the stencil, here's my little stencil cap, I'm gonna put it on, and you're gonna just fucking shave into the holes. That's it. That's all you gotta do, bro. Shut up and do it. That's all you gotta do. I want to be able to do that, and I want the barber to be excited about it. I don't want the barber to be like, oh, he's dead. I don't want the barber to give me any reluctance, okay? And now that I know that my barber does give me reluctance, I'm gonna work harder on this product until he says, yeah, let's do this. Come on, let's do this. Give me a kiss. I'm just kidding. No. I want to do this until he says, yeah, let's fucking do this. Come on. I want him to be excited about it just as I'm excited about it. I want my customers to be excited about it. I want to be able to market this to the man that's going to be happy to do it. If that makes sense. I'm always fucking up and saying shit like that, dude. Sorry about that. But anyways, let's discuss some other actionable steps and let's discuss some more work that I've done out in these sessions. Okay, let's discuss some more work that we've discussed and talked about over the sessions. Okay. Let's go to not the synergistic elements of cola gel and intermittent fasting. Remember, we discussed that, and that is how the benefits of cola gel, how cola gel and intermittent fasting synergize together perfectly. So if you're taking cola gel, which is one of the ingredients in my full stack of ambrosia 2.0, intermittent fasting alongside it is going to be very helpful, because that is actually going to be a part of my whole regimen, intermittent fasting. And I know you guys are like, oh my god, I don't want to do that, because I can't even fucking do that. Intermittent fasting is fucking hard. It's fucking hard. You want me to starve myself for 16 hours and like not eat for 8 hours? Oh no, you want me to starve myself for 16 hours and have an 8-hour window to eat? I'm fucking eating everything in that 8-hour window. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, it's fucking difficult, but you know what? You could do it. I'm a big fat ass. I have to do this. I better fucking start doing something. So, Intermittent fasting is going to help you with any actual supplement, okay? So anything that you're taking while intermittent fasting is going to amplify its effects and make it work the better. Because your body's going to absorb it better. And it's going to be, autophagy is going to be rising, and you're just going to be fucking soaking in those fucking ingredients like it's fucking, like you're a Hoover vacuum. The next thing we talked about before was the immortal lollipop. The immortal lollipop. The immortal lollipop. That is a device that is actually, you're not going to gain calories by eating it. You're not going to consume it. It is to curb your appetite for smoking, to curb your appetite for eating, to actually make you look normal if you're bulimic and you cannot eat and you will not eat around people. So you can just pop in your immortal lollipop. It'll give you an everlasting flavor and you'll just fucking suck away. You know, with no calorie intake, and you won't have to throw up anything because nothing's going to be there to throw up. You could still try if you like to, I don't give a fuck, but nothing gonna be there. And that is to give the bulimics a sense of normalcy, because they don't like to be, I mean, they're ashamed to be bulimic, and I would be too, barf all in my mouth, please. But you don't have to even worry about that, because you're not gonna be able to barf anything up. But you are gonna be able to curb that not wanting to eat sense in your body. You're gonna be like, ooh, let me just suck on this lollipop instead of fucking eating. And now I can feel like normal. Now I can go with my friends and just eat along with them and just blah blah blah. I have my lollipop. I am eating, bitches. Or if you're a big tweaker and you don't want to, and you want to eat and because you want to feel normal, you can just pop in your lollipop and hey everybody, woo! I'm normal. I'm just gonna suck on this lollipop. Oh no, thanks. I'll pass on that burger, but let me get that lollipop. And like it'll just seem perfectly normal. Okay, and for the fat asses who cannot fucking stop eating and can't help themselves from eating, you guys can eat this immortal lollipop, and it's unconsumable, so you'll never get any calories, so it'll curb your appetite. It'll stop you from wanting to grab that fucking chocolate bar, or wanting to grab that fucking big old piece of cake or cheesecake in the fridge, or stop you from fucking wanting to eat, period. And it will give you a sense of, you know, a sense of action in your mind, because your actions, whenever you are sucking this lollipop, is gonna mimic you eating. So your brain's gonna be a little bit confused, but it's gonna be a little bit satisfied as well. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's discuss Methuselah. The Methuselah collection of my Ambrosia 2.0 products is actually the tree root extract from the Pinus longeva tree. Okay, the Pinus longeva, I know, right? But anyways, it is a Great Basin bristlecone pine, and it is located in the White Mountains of Eastern California, USA. This tree is nicknamed Methuselah, germinated around 2833 before Christ, making it approximately 4,857 years old as of 2025. So this tree is almost 5,000 years old. It fucking survived during the ice ages, and it is still alive today. So we can learn a lot from these type of trees and their root extract. And it turns out that these trees, they survived by creating a defense mechanism around their body, their dead bark. It helped them survive and you know, survive, and them not needing water as much because they were protected by something. So then I can add an SPF. And what is SPF? It is a protection for your body. And Martha Stewart reminded me how important SPF was for your body. Even though I probably stay away from SPF since I need some of the sun, so vitamin D, whatever, D3. But protecting your skin is very important to longevity and very important to basically living longer. That is longevity. That's what longevity means. And also your health and your beauty and your wrinkles and everything else about your body. You need to protect it. And the SPF is a perfect way of doing so. So we have added another ingredient to my full Ambrosia 2.0 stack, and that ingredient is an SPF version of it. So you're going to have a protection version of it as well. And some ingredients derived from this, not this exact tree, because this exact tree is very protected. This exact tree's location is hidden from everyone. Nobody knows where it's at. But there are similar compounds in other similar plants or trees that we can actually utilize, and we can actually derive those contents from this of these other trees, and we can actually implement them in our full stack of ambrosia. This is what's going to be called the Methuselah collection of Ambrosia 2.0. And remember the key roles of each ingredient for my Ambrosia 2.0 stack. My full stack is comprising of spermidine, KSM66 ashwagandha, astaxanthin, raw unfiltered honey, krill oil, and now pine bark extract derived from the trees like Pinus longeva. And I said krill oil, right? Hello, anybody? So, if you look up the synergistic properties of all of my ingredients together, you'll understand why I threw them all together and how they actually synergize in perfect harmony with each other and actually amplify each other to give you the best results. So all of these ingredients in my full stack of Ambrosia 2.0 and now the Ambrosia 2.0, the Methuselah collection version, are basically going to be full throttle on your body, because it is helping every single ingredient is made to amplify and synergize with the other ingredients to make a perfect magic potion that is going to give you longevity, health benefits, and actually beautiful skin and glowing skin and all these other benefits that you're going to get, but only because they synergize together in perfect harmony, much like creating a magic potion. And then we discussed the Sense Cap. The Sense Cap is a full throttle sensory enhancement in casual wear. So now you can go outside in something that looks like this, a regular beanie and some glasses, right? But this beanie is going to be a secret sense enhancement for your whole fucking head senses, all your hearing, your sight, your smell, and your breathing. It is going to be able to enhance all of those senses by just putting this cap on, and it's not going to be like a helmet on you see on Spider-Man or you see on Thor, not Thor, I'm sorry, you see on Marvels. It's not going to be like a big old fucking, you know, a mutant cap. It's not going to be like one of those things. It's going to be an actual casual wear device that is going to make you a superhuman by enhancing the senses that you already have. So your glasses, they're going to be able to zoom, they're going to have night vision, they're going to be able to identify products or items in front of you, and it's going to look completely natural. The caps is also going to cover your ears, or it's going to be integrated within the glasses. This hearing device that's going to be small and hidden inside this beautiful looking casual wear beanie called the Sense Cap. And what it's going to be able to do is a lot of things. It's going to give you translation features, it's going to give you hearing and improvements, it's going to actually enhance your hearing, it's going to be able to mute your hearing, so you can actually block out your hearing and enhance your eyes. If you wanted to focus on reading something, you can block out the hearing, okay? So it is actually going to be able to block out your hearing. It is going to be able to zoom in your hearing as well as your vision and your sight, okay? So those are senses that you guys already have, and we have just optimized this cap to give you the option to enhance your own senses. It is going to have air optimization. For whenever you cover it right here, you're going to be able to breathe better. It's going to filter the air, and it's going to have a widening nostril separator. So the way that works is magnets, okay? We can actually put magnets inside our glasses part that actually separate your nostrils up here, giving you a better and breathing nose. That is going to enhance your breathing that way. Okay, so that whole idea is to just enhance the senses we already have in the best optimized way, in a casual looking manner. Now if you look at this photo right here, that is an AI generated version of what I wanted. And that looks completely casual, right? You're like, maybe not, you can't see his face at all. Well, maybe you don't even see his face. And maybe that can be our way of protecting our whole body, while protecting our whole face whilst improving it as well. So, how does that not make sense? that makes perfect sense. Okay, maybe that will contribute to our longevity as well, because now our whole face is protected by this enhancing sensing device that looks completely casual and natural to wear. The translation feature of this is my favorite part, because now you can have real-time translation. If somebody's speaking to you in Spanish, it can actually translate that word for you, and AI read it to you in whatever language you prefer. And then we have my stencil head cart, my stencil head cap. That is the thing that I showed you, the zebra stripe prototype, and that I want to introduce to barbers, and I want to actually take actionable steps to making this happen, and I took you guys along with me. We did it together. We created this prototype, and now we got our feedback from one barber. Excuse me. And that was valuable feedback, and now we can actually work on a better version of that. And now I'm going to work on getting a swimmer's cap to see if this swimmer's cap is able to cut inside those little things with an X-Acto knife. So what I will do is I will get a swimmer's cap, and I will use my stencil that I created already. I will draw on this cap, and I will X-Acto knife out little holes of the zebra pattern. And then I will take that to my barber, I will slip it on my head, and I will say, look, can you shave the insides of this? And in every little hole that my swimmer's cap has in it, he'll look at it, and if it seems easy to him, I'll get his feedback right there and then. I'll know whether or not that's going to work or not. And if it's sturdy enough to work, and if I can cut into this material. If this material is X-Acto knife cuttable. I'm going to discuss with you the Vitality Roller and the elixir, the Bubble Bath elixir. Let me discuss with you the Plant Guardian. The Plant Guardian is a device that acts as a shield for plants, but it looks fancy like an umbrella with a translucent screen mesh product with micro holes that keep large insects and harmful UV rays from damaging your plants. Actually is built in with a technology that optimizes solar and weather conditions for your plant health. Also, it's going to have a reservoir for the rainwater that collects naturally from the sky to limit and hold it to water itself. And it is actually going to be able to be AI integrated to where we can tell this device to what kind of plant it is, and it will water it to those specific needs. A watering system, an AI filtration watering system, and reservoir. This reservoir is going to collect the rainwater outside, and it is going to utilize that outside rainwater in a reservoir and water your plant to its own needs based on how much that specific plant needs watering. And it will shield it from large insects, it will shield it from birds, it will shield it from whatever you need to shield it from, and you have the option of letting it breathe as well. Of course, it's going to be able to breathe because there are going to be little mesh holes, whatever, and also a way to block the rain from that and get it collected in a reservoir so that that reservoir can work on its own. So you don't need to be always watering your plant. You'll have the reservoir to put the water that you need to put in there, as well as the rainwater that it collects. That can feed your plant as well. And it will limit the intake by protecting the whole plant. It's going to look like a dome, a little pretty dome that is for individual house plants. Okay, and we're going to have bigger versions of this too for full gardens. And we are going to have, it's not going to be like a greenhouse. It's going to be like little house garden bulbs plants. Let me show you. Something like this. Now, doesn't that look pretty? Something like this. And now we have integrated technology with nature and beauty aesthetics as well, because these are going to look really pretty. You can have these in your home, on your balcony. You can have your balcony plants survive. And a lot of times the problems we have with putting our plants outside on our balconies is that the bugs will eat it, or it'll attract bugs. Well, guess what? Now we can protect our plants from bugs. And we will have it optimized so that we don't have to do as much work for our plants. We will have this system working for us in these individual little plant guardian protectors that are beauty, that are aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And you can still see the beauty of the whole plant as well. And then let's discuss my Safari Luxe coats. Okay, these are coats that actually I'm sure have been introduced before, but not the way I want them. I'm going to reintroduce this as a coat system. Just like my ecosystem of products with my Fermi and my Snap Heel products, this is going to be integrated with that ecosystem as well. And these are called Safari Luxe coats. And these are going to have your full furry ass hoods that are beautiful, soft, and like long faux fur hair in the hood. And they're going to become detachable with the jacket on it. Okay, the jacket's going to have inside zebra stripe lining or a fancy lining that's not like super furry like the hood. The hood's gonna be a bushy fucking furry ass hood, okay? But the inside lining is gonna be like soft velvet, whatever. So these we're gonna sell as a coat system. So we're gonna sell 3 interchangeable hoods with it, and this is gonna have zebra stripe, faux fur, big furry hood, and 2 other different furry hoods as well. Let me show you. Now, I remember I once told you guys I want to zebra stripe everything. That's true, I still do. Where the book is? Okay, so it looks a little something like this. Those are some hoods that you can detach to the actual coat. So those are going to be attachments that you're going to sell and be able to buy alongside it. And we are going to sell this as a coat system. I'll show you a better version. Okay, so can you see that? Now we have a coat system we're selling. And it is a coat system because you have interchangeable hoods with it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed these 100 sessions with me, Nicholas Joseph Rosales, and I hope you guys are actually speaking and enunciating alongside me and actually trying your best to continue and stay enunciating. Because it doesn't matter what the world thinks outside right now, because you are still practicing and perfecting your skill of speaking. And that practice alone is going to give you unlimited confidence. Whenever you speak out there, you are going to be happier because you're going to know everyone understands you. You're just going to be, everything's going to click finally. And let me tell you, whenever you speak better or speak more clearly and everybody understands what you're saying, there is some sort of magic going on. I mean, speaking from me, especially whenever you're buzzed and you remember that you have to enunciate and it clicks in your head because you do this every day, and you realize, like, hey, I'm having a good time. Everyone understands me. I understand everyone. And everybody can just, move together in the world as individuals more efficiently now. And it just seems like everything's right. And that's a confidence that you cannot really put a price on. Even though this will be $9.99. I'm just kidding. Anyways, this was Enunciation Perfection by Nicholas Joseph Rosales. This is session 100. Woo! I'm excited about it because fucking 100 things of doing anything is fucking impressive, right? I mean, 100 times of doing something daily, every single day, means that I could commit to doing 100 of anything else. I can do anything in the world now, it feels like. Anything I want to. And now I have a goal. And my goal for these next coming sessions are going to be actionable steps. Like I told you guys, little tiny steps to make each idea. I'm going to hit one every day, every session. And I'm going to make something else happen toward every idea. Step by step by step by step by step. Until I finally get there. And have a full-blown product. starting with my Enunciation Perfection course. Thanks for watching.